Hi guys, we're going to be talking about some fishing tackle and a few little tips of what we like to do while we're fishing. Right guys, right, when I'm fly fishing and when mainly I'm just fishing, I like to take spare equipment. First of all, I'm going to go fly fishing tomorrow and I've got a spare reel. Love carrying a spare reel around with me because if the one that I'm using is not working for me, I love changing it and gives me a better angle experience. Also, love carrying around a bit of spare line, snap out, and I want a reef spool. Just easy way of doing it, quickly, simply, and better. Also, got my catapult, lovely little garden catapult, flinging out bait, like sweet corn, boilies, whatnot. Tomorrow we're going to be using sweet corn as a bait, so that's going to be pucker for that. Also, I've got a few little other bits in here, but main bit is the tackle box. This has got all my bits in it. This is my carp fishing box. Unfortunately, I didn't take my fly fishing box fishing this time, as I'm saying, at my friend's house. And this is the basic setup. As you can see, we've got components in here for fox bait floss. We've got leg core in there. Obviously, it's banned on most legs, so that's just in there as a spare in case you can use it. And then I've got 15-pound amnesia from Fox as well. We got the shrimp. We've got some normal tubing in gravel, camo green, and silt. Just got some spare batteries in there. I have a Fox bolt bubble in there. Pucker for when you're doing off the top fishing. Also, got all the imitation bait in there. Also some bait bands in there. We got the imitation maggot, 3 different colours. Imitation casters, also 3 different colours. And then we've got imitation sweet corn, perfect for finishing off a rig or in general fishing on their own because they're a brilliant bait to use. And we've got a few different sizes in that. Next we go on to the hook box. I like carrying around various size of hooks depending on what type of fish I'm fishing for. In here we've got some size 8s, another set of size 8s, another set of size 8s. Obviously I've got a lot of size 8s because I do a lot of small carp fishing, going for upper doubles and small 20s, so it's always a good thing to have smaller hooks. Also, I've got bigger hooks. These are some size 6s, they're size 4s, and these bad boys are the size 2s. And you may think that is a big hook. Yeah, that is not a big hook. A carp's mouth you could fit an orange in it, and compared to that, that is tiny. That's why you carry around big hooks. Then we go on to another compartment. This is sort of my baiting needle, sort of little utility compartment. I've got a baiting needle here. This is a basic one. Pretty much that was the one I started with, and that's lasted me a good year and a half. Good little one that is. And then I have got a Fox set. These are 2 of the 3. I've got the Warhorse, which is pucker for everything, and then I've got the Stringer baiting needle, which is also really good. That fits in well with this. Some PVA tape. What you do is you make a loop in it, thread some boilies on, and then you touch your main line, and then it drops bait around your hook bait. So we've just got some slip shots in there, just to if I'm doing a little bit of pop-up fishing, I like to keep my line sunk all the way down. I love using light equipment. We've got ESP Ghost in 10-pound fluorocarbon line, right guys, and then this is ESP Ghost 10-pound fluorocarbon. I love it because I love fishing light equipment. It just keeps everything pinned down, and this is quite flexible, it's quite stretchy, so when you're playing a fish, it's very forgiving. Also, got a bit of kryptonite in there. That's, I don't really use that, but some people preference fish heavy. Also, we've got a few little compartments here. Cones, lead clips, swivels. Obviously the swivels are gone because I've been making rigs. I will show that in a minute. is my favourite compartment. We have sweet corn boilie stops in a couple of different sizes. Some are for halibut pellets, some are for boilies, and some are for different preferences. And then we have Korda anti-tangle sleeves, brilliant for keeping your rigs nice and neat and keeping them tidy. Necessary bit of equipment and every angler must have is a pair of forceps. These are hospital ones, so they work really well and clamp down hard. Then we go on to the best part of the box, the rig board. I have many various different rigs in this, some ranging from size 2 hooks to size 8 hooks. I've made many rigs over the time. What I do is when I do rigs, I put them straight on my line. So when I get down the lake, I don't have to faff about by putting rigs on or making them. They're there, they are ready, and I'm ready to fish. This is just sort of a little bits box. We've got scissors. This is really good for if you're fishing halibuts. You put it straight through, thread them on. Because they're pre-drilled, easy access to them. Also we've got a little carp floater there. That's pretty good for if you're doing margin fishing for the carp, because it works really well for that sort of game. Also we've got some basic boilie stops and that. That's just basic equipment that everyone needs. We've got this scourger. You must have that as well. That is brilliant for when you're trying to get a hook out deep inside a fish's mouth. Also what we've got a little float, just in case you get bored and you want to do a little bit of float fishing when you're doing the carp. Obviously when you're down good lakes you can have big bream on a little rod, and when you have that, oh my god, it is one really good fight. And here we have a miniature setup of what I do. We have core and leg clip, and when I fish a leg clip, my comb goes over the leg clip so the leg can't come off. I find that when you're fighting a fish you need to keep the lead on, keeps them down in the water to get them closer to you, and so they're not thrashing about on the top. Also we just got the matte silt tubing. Also, if you can see this, I don't know if you see this through the camera, but I can. It stretches. So when you're in the water, it lays flat and then it stretches it up. Obviously, you can pull it out. Some people like to fish funny rigs. I don't. I like keeping all mine solid together. And that is the box setup. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to our next video, which is Tuesday coming. We're going to be going down Darent Fishing Complex for a 48-hour session on Terrapin Lake, and hopefully we're going to catch a big cat. Please rate, comment and subscribe.